All right, today, as you can see, we're doing something a little bit different. I have made a video recently out of the kayak. Hold on, I'm out of breath. Much better. Anyways, the reason I drug my kayak into the garage today is because we are finally going to do a little bit of upgrading on it. As you can see, I already got this homemade trolling motor mount here that I built out of PVC and a 2x4 I found on the side of my house. And yeah, it works good, but the lithium battery I was running my trolling motor off of has been my live scope battery for the past 6 months since I got live scope. So the trolling motor is actually right there. I just have it propped up there to save space. It's not actually usually attached to my boat, but I finally ordered this and it is hopefully coming tomorrow. So I may wait to post this video. I may post it today and you guys just won't see me hook up some wires to a battery, which is not that exciting anyway. But yeah, it's just a 30 amp, but it is a lithium. And I was running a 25 amp and I got like 4 or 5 hours of runtime out of it. But yeah, the other thing I'm going to be adding is this guy right here, which is I think it's the, let me see, does it say on here? It's the Striker Plus 4 CV from Garmin. I only thought they made like a Striker Plus, and a Striker Vivid, which is the version with clear view, which is just downscan. But the Plus is the one that actually has the quick draw maps in it. And I didn't know they made one with both until I stumbled across this little guy, brand new in the box on Facebook Marketplace for like a third of the price. Some guy was just clearing out his garage and never even opened it. So this bad boy right here has the Garmin downscan, which is clear view, and it also has quick draw maps and of course traditional sonar, GPS waypoints, all the fancy stuff that you need. Anyways, what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be installing this as well as the trolling motor. It just won't be hooked up to the battery, obviously. But I also got this in the mail today, which if you don't know what this is, this actually goes on here. I took it off to go to the hardware store and buy some little tiny bolts to secure the actual fish finder to it. This guy goes right here on the side. Well, I guess it doesn't go right there, does it? Well, yeah, it can, because this extends down in the water. Your transducer goes on here, and then your fish finder goes right up top here. I don't know if I quite like this configuration. I'm gonna figure it out. But the other cool thing about this, which this was like a $25 Amazon mount, so the chances of me hitting this on a log or a rock or something and it just snapping in half are very high. But the other cool thing about this guy here is I already have a built-in rod holder, and in theory, this guy should fit in there. So it'll do that, but then I can't get it back over the side of my kayak. I'm probably gonna end up just using that raised mount. Yeah, enough of me messing with this. Let me actually get everything put together really quick, and then I'll get the camera turned on, and we'll start putting this thing together. All right, so I think I found the configuration that I want to go with here. I'm just gonna do it right on the sidewall. There's an option to mount it like actually to the side of your kayak, but I don't really want to do that. And I think putting it right here is going to, because I can obviously put this down a little bit more too. That's going to allow me to not really be hitting it with my paddle, and also have it close enough, because this one's a little far away, and obviously this mount that it came with is more solid. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go right here. This turns, which is really nice. I can use that to kind of adjust it on the fly. But yeah, let me get one more time, just a little idea of how this is gonna look. See if that's close enough for my liking. Yeah, that's good right there. It's not in the way of my paddles or anything, and I think that's as good as we're gonna get. So let me remember that. Is there a way I can mark this? Here, I'll just give myself a little screw mark. All right, that little dot is where the edge of this needs to sit when I screw it down. I'm not gonna mark anything, we're not gonna drill anything out. This plastic's pretty soft, so hopefully I don't crack the hole in my kayak, but we're just gonna wing it. Okay, this plastic's harder than I thought. Maybe I should drill a pilot hole. We'll see how easily this one sinks in there. If it starts cracking, we'll stop. There we go. She sank right in there, great. And yes, of course, I am using wood screws for this. Oh, hi, kitty. Smokey, come here. He wants nothing to do with me. That door's closed, dude. Come here, cat. He wants nothing to do with me. All right, well, we'll sink number 2 in there. Make sure that's mostly straight. I'm getting a call from the girlfriend. I'll sink this screw in and then I'll answer. Oh, nice. I don't think you're supposed to just drill into a kayak, but you know what? We did. You want to say hi to the YouTube channel really quick? What is your message to my YouTube channel?
Like, share, and subscribe.
That's a good message. All right, we got this anchored in, and yeah, I just realized something. In order to secure the transducer to this, there's another nut, spot for a nut right there, which I do not have, and that's kind of important. So I'm gonna check the box really quick, see if that's in there, but if not, then I'll get started on mounting the actual fish finder to this little guy here. All right, please ignore the current state of my boat because as you can see, it's destroyed right now. I'm in the process of reorganizing for tournaments and stuff because we just fished our first one on my buddy's boat, so I just ripped all my stuff out and threw some of it in a bag. I also am not gonna measure this out in true me fashion, so I'm just gonna drill holes where I think holes need to be drilled. We'll get the first little one drilled. There we go. And yeah, it has all these pre-drilled ones for all the larger fish finders, but this one's so small it doesn't line up with any of the holes, which is why I have to drill my own. Ooh, this one's hitting something, isn't it? Yeah, I'm drilling into the actual plastic here, I think, which is not what I want to do. Oh yeah, that's going right through there. Number 2, I don't think we need to do the back one. I think 2 is going to hold it just fine. Like I said earlier, I like to improvise on this channel. And we are definitely improvising. Yeah, look at that. I don't even think I can actually put a nut on it because it's so close to that. Nope, I cannot. Isn't that something? I can't even use a nut. So I might have to move over or down. I'm gonna have to move somewhere. We'll just drill a bunch of holes in it and see which ones line up. How does that sound? Drill out these 2 smaller holes. It's okay, nobody's gonna see this because there's gonna be a fish finder on top of it, luckily, because this looks horrible. This is why you don't just eyeball things, kids. If I would have measured this out the first time, I'd probably be done with this entire install right now. But you know, that's not how we do it around here. Throw a screw in there. Oh, goodness. Now, I should be able to just barely... Perfect. Look how close that is. Focus, come on. Tighten that nut down. That is what I wanted to do this whole time. There we go. We'll get a pair of pliers and really drive those in there. Okay, and then for this little guy, it's just a tiny, tiny little screw. We're just going to sink that down in the top right there into the top little layer of plastic. And that will be nice and secure, keeping the top from moving. Because if that top can wiggle around, that will eventually loosen these bottom nuts too. Alright, now that we have that, I can come back over here and boom. Just like that. Just how it was made to do. We got a fish finder mount. And now this should just click in here because this is the actual Garmin made mount that came with it. And there we go. Now we have a fish finder mount. I should have tightened down that screw in this before I locked everything down, but it's alright. Beggars can't be choosers with how I mounted this thing. Next upgrade is definitely going to be a new seat. But actually, next upgrade is right now, I need to mount the transducer to this little bit here. So, So this is going to be interesting, but we're going to try. Lock washer goes in that side. No, the washer goes here. This goes here. I see. The washer doesn't even fit. It's going to be difficult. I think I can actually wedge this in there, though. Yep, that works. Now I need to get it all leveled out with my kayak and all that. I want it to have a little bit of give still. I don't want it to be super tight, because if I hit a log or something, I want it to be able to move. I don't want it to just be like locked in to where if I hit something with this, it doesn't have any flex to it and it just cracks the plastic, or worse, the transducer. So now I should be able to mount this guy on here. And that is how she's going to sit. Obviously, this will extend down into the water, as you can see. So I'll be able to put this up and down. But that is how it is going to be. And we now have a mounted fish finder. Now we'll do the battery pack, which actually is already all put together. I just need to deal with all the wiring and whatnot. And we are golden. All right, now next order of business is to mount this guy on there, which will just go right here on this mount I built for it. This I've already used a couple times. It works all right. I'd rather have it mounted either on the front or the back. There's really no way to do that on this style of kayak, and it's pretty difficult to make a mount to do it. And even if you do, you have to have a remote control trolling motor because you can't reach the tiller handle. But yeah, this is what it's going to look like here. Obviously, I mentioned the battery, the lithium battery that this is going to be running off of doesn't come till tomorrow. And I have that hooked up to a little battery right now. I'll show it to you guys. This is what I have it, the fish finder hooked up to right now. It's just, this is the power cord for it, but it's just a little tiny 8 amp hour lead acid, which, I mean, it runs it forever. I might actually keep it on there if both batteries will fit in here. But yeah, it's that's going to be replaced by the big lithium, because I'm pretty sure it'll run both of those all day. And yeah, once that comes, I'm going to obviously take the quick disconnects off this and just wire into rings that I can hook to the battery terminal. But this will sit back here for now. I actually already have it strapped down and everything. This is where this will go. And just for the heck of it, I'll plug in that fish finder right now. Yeah, so in here, you have the, I already have it set up, map plus clear view. You got traditional sonar, clear view, split frequency, which is traditional. All these different settings, quick draw maps, which this one on top, I'll just show you. This is the one I'm probably gonna be using most of the time. It draws maps. That's a little local pond that I tried this out at. But it's got the clear view up top, so you can kind of see what's under your boat, and then it's got the maps on the bottom. You can, of course, do one or the other as well. It's not going to display anything because we're not in the water. Not a bad setup. I mean, definitely more than you need. The trolling motor and the fish finder are really just like comfort items. You don't really need them. That just makes it so you don't have to row as much, and that helps you find fish and mark spots, which is a really great tool. I hope I'm not too over or underexposed right now, but yeah, I probably won't wait for the lithium battery to come to show you guys that. It's literally just a battery. I'm just gonna put it in that battery box and hook it up to the fish finder and the trolling motor and be good to go. That's really the build as of now for my Walmart Lifetime kayak. If you guys want an updated John boat build, let me know, because I did order lithium for that, and then I ordered some new stuff that I'm also going to be putting on it at the end of this week. And a lot has changed since the last update video. I don't think I had live scope on it yet or anything. And I've also added a couple little accessories here and there. So let me know if you want to see that. I think I'm going to post one on my TikTok anyways, because a lot of people are asking on there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this style of video if you want to see more, because I am constantly upgrading and tweaking little things on the boat and now on the kayak. And if that's something you guys are interested in seeing, then I can definitely make more content like that and show you guys kind of how I set up my boat and how I set up different things, or even rods and reels I could do. But yeah, just let me know what you want to see, or if you hated this and you didn't even watch this far and you want to see more fishing content, that's still gonna be the majority of the videos posted on this channel, if not all of them. But anyways, enough said. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them in the comments. And I'm peacing out. I'll see you guys in the next one.